The finalist, world number 5, Adrian Lewis against the former world finalist, Mark Dudbridge. Should be tasty. And rounding off the night, what will the power produce? Phil Taylor takes on Denmark's Per Lausen. Well, Mark Hilton through to the last 16 of the World Championships, where he will take on the in-form former world champion Mark Webster. Peter Wright will play the winner of Phil Taylor, Per Lausen. Well, he used to be an air steward, and now he is on cloud 9. Mark Hilton through to the last 16 of the World Championship, where he hits 180s for fun, 50% on the checkouts as well. Job done. Can you believe what's happening to you?
No, honestly can't. But I'm over the moon. And I think, as you were just saying about the doubles, I took my doubles out, especially my double 10s, and my good old friend double 6. I've always liked double 12, and I played in a competition a few months ago, and I missed a 9-dart finish on double 12 for the car, and obviously I didn't get it. And ever since I missed the shot for the car, I've been thinking about double 12, so I've actually missed a lot of double 12s, and now double 6 is one of my favourite doubles, and I had one shot there and took the double 6 out, which was really important. You've now smashed in, looking at the stats, 14 180s. That's more than anyone else in this tournament. Fantastic. Chuffed to bits with that. I can hit a lot of 180s, and a lot of people that will know me in the Super League, etc. I do hit a lot of 180s, but I think the key tonight was the doubles. Tell us the emotions you were going through, because I saw you behind the scenes just pacing up and down, completely in the zone, blanking out everybody else, and just walking round in a circle, just almost talking to yourself. What was going through your head going into that final? I think the problem I've had over the years is I've always known how good I can be, but my mind wanders and other things come into my head, and I probably don't concentrate as much as I should do. And my manager Callum has started to sort of mentor me and get my head focused, and I was doing what you saw me doing because I was just trying to get into that zone. You know, against Steve in the first round, I only really got into the game and I was focused in the 4th set. But tonight against Colin, who's a fantastic player, you know, I've sat at home watching him on the telly, and he's a brilliant player, but I was really up for the game straight away, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I can't wait till the next round. And I personally think the longer the games go, the better I'm going to get. Mark Webster next, battle of the left-handers. Yeah, fantastic. So a left-hander's guaranteed to get into the quarter-finals, and obviously I played Mark at the Grand Slam, so I'm really looking forward to it. And what does it mean to your friends and your family and everybody who supports you this? I think they're probably as surprised as myself, really, but it's fantastic. And I didn't get the chance to say thanks to everybody before, but I'd like a real thank my practice partners, and they know who they are at the Pint Pot, Andy Cap, and I'd like to thank Steve Hine and Kirk Shepherd and everybody that's helped me along the way. And you know, it's just fantastic, and I'd like to thank all my sponsors, etc, etc, and I'd like to say hello to Hannah, who's up in Scotland with Graham and Jackie, and my son who's in the Caribbean in the sunshine. It's all right for some, isn't it? There you go. Is. Congratulations, you're a few quid better off now anyway. Well done, Mark Hilton through to the last 16. Up next, Adrian Lewis against Mark Dudbridge. Both players just relieved to be through.
It was a buzz winning that first round match. It's been a while for me since last year, so I did enjoy the moment, and yeah, it'd be fantastic to feel that again. Brilliant. I mean, if you get that first win and go home and spend Christmas with your family and just chill out. I mean, Tony did play really well. He hit a lot of 180s, and well, he had a 170 himself, and I just got up there and did the job, really. Adrian's number 5 in the world, I'm number 28. On paper, I have no rights at all to win the game, so with a little cheeky smile on my face, yeah, there's no pressure on me whatsoever. I watched Mark's first round against Alex Roy. I thought he played well. But I mean, I've got to keep him under pressure. I've got to get off to a good start at the hard scores and take out a few big shots. He's a cracking player. Been in the Premier League, beat Phil recently, and you know, it's not anything you can say about him. I know what to expect. You know, he's going to fire on all cylinders.
2 fabulous matches to come. This one, Lewis against Mark Dudbridge. And if your friends are watching the football right now, time to switch over in round about an hour's time, when we reckon Phil Taylor will be on stage taking on Per Lawson. Our MC is John McDonald.
Thank you, Dave, and welcome back to the action, coming to you live from the Alexandra Palace, London. It's the Ladbrokes.com World Dance Championship, brought to you by the Professional Dance Corporation. Now it's time to meet our players. Would you please welcome the former world finalist? It's Flash Dory! And now, ladies and gentlemen, he's the world number 5. It's Jackpot Adrian Lewis.
It's a day when the seeds have been tumbling. Ronnie Baxter out, Paul Nicholson out, Andy Hamilton out, Colin Lloyd out of the competition. No doubt the crowd would like to see go out at this stage as well. Adrian Lewis getting a rough old reception there, Rod Harrington.
Yeah, we don't hear Adi getting booze very often, but he did there. He's under big pressure, Adi, because the 4 seed's going out. And Mark Dudbridge should be up for it, starting to get some form back, and this could be a tough game for Adi.
How much does it play on your mind when you see class players falling by the wayside? Does it add pressure behind the scenes?
Well, it shouldn't do, but it does do. Yeah, it does. There's no question. You think, I've got to stop the rot, I've got to get up there and do it. But, you know, what they should do is play their own game and play the dartboard. Very easy to say, but it's extremely hard to do.
What about Mark Dudbridge? World finalist, stormed onto the scene, hasn't quite delivered what we expected from him early doors.
No, he made the Premier League that year as well, and he plays super darts, but he changed the way he threw the dart, changed the flight of the dart to try and follow Phil, and that put him out of sorts. But he's just getting his throw back and his attitude back.
And on a high after beating Alex Roy in round 1.
Yeah, a good 3-1 against Alex Roy as well, because Alex was playing well. So, you know, what you mustn't do is let Adi get in front of you, because Adi's a great leader. You've got to pressure him, as did Mark Hilton against Lawley. You know, you take the game to them.
OK, commentary team, Nigel Pearson and Stuart Pike.
Thanks, Dave. Well, I reckon by the end of this match, Adrian Lewis will have turned those boos to cheers. Look very, very relaxed on the walk-on. And a big favourite to win here and book his place in the last 16. I guess it depends which Mark Dudbridge turns up, but it's the most relaxed
72.
I've seen Lewis for a while, I have to say.
Mark Dudbridge's family supporting him tonight, and former world finalist, of course. And Adrian Lewis, you know, wasn't feeling too well at the start of this tournament when he beat Tony Eccles, wasn't 100%. The winter bug that has been going round gripped Adrian Lewis, and was feeling a little bit under the weather just about 10 days or so ago, but might not be 100%, but certainly approaching that now. Lewis, which way will this game go? Look at this from Dudbridge. This is nice. First 180 of the game. Mark Dudbridge, who hit 6 against Alex Roy in the first round on Saturday, and look at this for a reaction from Lewis as well. Quite a start to the match, Stuart.
Well, the first of many 180s, I'm sure. Dudbridge always been pretty good as far as the scoring is concerned.
47.
If he's finishing, he's got a chance. 149, the shot on, maybe, for Adrian Lewis. Leave this one handy, maybe.
37.
Talk about leaving it handy, double 6. He's just seen his opponent hit a 180, for goodness sake. Great stuff from Lewis.
Treble 20 double 8 for Dudbridge, but that's Adrian Lewis all over, and we always say, don't we, that he's one of the most naturally gifted players on the circuit, and he's double 6 here, Lewis. Double 3, it's a difficult one, bottom of the board, and he gets it. Nicely done by Lewis, so the match goes with the throw early on. Decent leg of darts, and if that's anything to go by, then we could be in for a treat here between these two fellas. But yeah, Lewis, one of the great enigmas, still got time on his side, still has huge ambitions to be world champion, maybe even in this tournament, who knows.
44.
Sarcastic applause for his own 3 darts there from Adrian Lewis. Winner takes on Robert Thornton, who hammered Andy Hamilton
96.
earlier on this afternoon. Yeah, Andy literally hammered. 4 seeds, as Dave Clark was mentioning, have all fallen by the wayside today. It's been a day of shocks and surprises. Is Lewis vulnerable? We'll have to wait and see.
135.
Nice darts from Dudbridge as we see his throw. Former world finalist, that was back in 2005. On his day, this man
45.
is brilliant, but we've seen the highs and the lows already in the early stages of this match of Adrian Lewis. And Dudbridge playing quite beautifully here. 1 maximum already. Wicked deflection. Has to settle for a ton 40. And he's on target to level the match in this leg.
100. Market requires 76.
So for 1 apiece. 1 dart at tops. Well, he blew that, didn't he? Won't make any difference, but a lapse of concentration this early won't please Mark Dudbridge. This is pressure though.
140.
Double 16. Has to get it.
37 years old now, Mark Dudbridge hits double 16, back on level terms. Early stages of this match. As I said at the end of the first leg, if this is a sign of things to come, as we see Lewis pounding the trebles. Magnificent 180. First one of the match for Adrian Lewis. Early signs are promising. Had a good first match. Congratulations to Mark Hilton. And hope that he gets the credit that he deserves in Staffordshire, where he lives. Really has been quite a day here in the Ladbrokes.com World Darts Championship.
Peter Wright, stunning Paul Nicholson. Mark Hilton, well, that was fantastic. If you're just joining us, Mark Hilton won 6 consecutive legs to take out Colin Lloyd. We've seen a couple of 98 finishes today, talking of the Ashes.
And Phil the Power Taylor still to come tonight, remember, after this match against Per Larsen, the Dane. Lewis now sitting on 127. Bull he can go for here. Decided not to though. Sensible option perhaps, playing cautiously. Leaves himself tops to go 2-1 ahead in the first set.
And everyone is looking forward, Nigel, to seeing what sort of performance we're going to get from Philip Taylor later, as Lewis, first dart, hits tops, and we've got 3 legs in the blink of an eye, but 3 really entertaining legs.
Absolutely, they have indeed. Lewis averaging 93, and look at this from Dudbridge. Can this be his second 180? That's his second ton 40 as it happens. And tough one to really predict this match.